Yeah, you look fabulous. We've got an exceptional person here today. I was very honoured to meet Philip about 6 months ago. And one of the reasons I came to America was I still think it's the land of opportunity where you can make your dreams come true. And this guy is going to prove that to you today. Philip Maung was born in 1967 in Burma. Or it might have been Bermuda. I wouldn't mind going there. In Burma. He moved to the United States in 1990 with $13 in his pocket and a dream to start his own business. He started Hisu, which means certain victory, in his dining room at home. Within 7 years, the business had grown to 200 locations in 16 states. The company is now located in Steel Creek, and the growth has been phenomenal. Over 400 locations in 28 states, and continues to grow to this day. Please welcome Philip Maung, owner of Hissho Sushi, and his executive chef, Chef Lee, and the team.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. Not sure, can you hear me well? Thank you for having us and our team. This is our first time coming here, and we are not fully prepared, okay? So if anything that we are not doing right, just let us know. But, all right, I'm not sure any of you ever heard about Hissho Sushi. Any of you ever heard about Hissho Sushi? Well, thanks for the honest answer. The reason is we don't do a lot of flashy stuff, and we don't spend a lot of advertisement dollar. We believe that we instead of spending money on advertisement dollar, we put money on our benefit for our employee, which they in turn go out and talk about our brand, and every one of us in our organization becoming eventually the brand ambassador and the marketer. That's how we believe, and we spend all the money on the company benefit and employee benefit and make employee happy. And we believe taking care of the employee, the rest come naturally, and they will take care of their own. We don't have a lot of operation manual. We don't have a lot of the instruction to follow, and pretty much all the employee, they make decision their own. Hissho founded in 1998. Started at my dining table, and currently we have about over 400 locations in 28 different states. Let me tell you guys a little bit about me, where I coming from. So I was born in a country called Burma, and it's kind of not too many people know, just right by the Thailand and the south side of China. It's coming from a very poor family. My parents and family is in food business, so I was grew up in the food business. I started helping out my parents since 8 years old, and so imagine, I don't really have the kid life, and the more important to survive and helping our family, then go out and play. So that's how I started learning how about the work ethic and how about the working hard. And once I graduated high school, and I was admitted to one of the high-profile school, medical school. They select about 500 people in the whole country. The country about 55 million people, and they only select about 500 people or students, and they let you go into the medical school. even though I was from Burma, my parents, they are Chinese, and that in Burma they won't usually let, even though I was born there, they won't usually let others ethnicity to go into the high-profile school. But in the beginning, they don't really know that I'm a Chinese background, so I admitted into the school. But a few months later, they found out my parents are Chinese, so they kicked me out of the school. And that is the time that I started dreaming to leave my country. The reason I picked U.S. because I was introduced since I was so small. My daddy is the one who introduced me to Western music, American Hollywood, and that's how I started crazy about the American dream. And when I came here, back in actually mock introduction a little bit, I actually came here like 1989, not 1990, and with a few dollars in my pocket. Why we have a few dollars? Because this is the only money that we can afford. Even I had to borrow money for the air ticket from a friend of mine. I do have a friend, one friend, and he, that time he was staying in school in UCLA, and I flew into UCLA. He picked me up at the airport, and the first thing that he said, Philip, I just want to be honest with you. Just a student, and I don't have a lot of money to help you out. And the most I can do, I let you stay at my dorm for a week, and then you'll be your own. So I ended with a few luggage, and I ended and moved into his dorm. And he at the UCLA, he in Los Angeles, he have a total 3 roommates, but 1 or 2 days later, all his roommate start kicking me out, basically, and you're not student, you're not allowed to stay here, so you're not welcome. So basically, I had nowhere to stay, so I ended a few weeks staying at my friend's car overnight. Then start looking for the job, and in the beginning, early part of my life in the U.S., I spent so much time on pretty much 16 hours a day at least, and some of the time working has to work through 24 hours. I working in a 2 or 3 job, and at night I working at the gas station, and pretty much the reason I chose a gas station at night, I get plenty of time to read. I love to read, and at that time I read a lot about the real estate because I love houses, and I like how Donald Trump becoming Donald. That time, like 20 years ago, not too many people know him much. He's not that popular yet, but I read a lot about him, and I start dreaming about real estate. So I got my real estate license, and I started practicing real estate in Los Angeles for a few years. Then I realized that, I wasn't that much in my passion, and I used to be in the food business. I always like to open the multiple chain, and when we were young, we always loved to have experience on the McDonald's, and we don't have a McDonald's in our country. The first time I landed in U.S., the first restaurant I went to McDonald's because I read a lot about McDonald's, how they do their execution, and how they grow into a global chain, and that's how I get my inspiration. So I started learning sushi, and when I stay working in real estate as the real estate agent, but I stay at the same time while learning as a sushi chef, and I saw lots of opportunity to expand into the supermarket, and and a college channel and food service channel. So I moved here in 1996 in Charlotte. I did not have a lot of money to start on my own, so I recruit about 3 or 4 of my best friends, and they're into the business. The first account we get is in New Jersey, and then after we finish signing, and then we start talking about putting money in and start renting the office, then we realize that it's partnership relationship couldn't work out well, so I decided not to do it back in 1996. So we break up. Basically, we haven't done anything yet, and we break up. And it took me about 2 years to start save my own money. So then back in 1998, I start doing my own. Even though I save some money, but it's not enough, And so I started out with the one small computer in my dining room, and I still remember the first time I went out for the appointment in the Indiana, and so I don't even have a formal business card because at the time the reason I picked Charlotte, I thought this is the second largest banking city at that time. I thought it easier for me to get the finance, but smaller community and easier for me to network and easier for me to get the money that I want. But apparently it turned out wrong, and nobody want to talk to you because you don't have any success story. But now we are in a good position now, and all the banks like to be our friends, So basically, I had to borrow all the money that I can get from the family and the credit card, and so the first appointment I went, and then I tried to save as much as I can in order to make it survive, and before we got breakthrough, and so I still remember the first meeting that I get, and I went to Office Depot, pick up the stationery and start printing out my business card, and then sitting in front of the retailer, and the retailer said, "Philip, he looked at my business card, and the first thing he looked at my business card, and he just shaking his head, and I just realized that I'm not going to get that account." And then he said, "Where's your office at?" I told him, I studied on my dining room. So then I came back. Apparently, I did not get the account. So the next day, and I went to the printing company and started printing out my business card. And that's all back in 1998. But the 2 years later, we are in the profitable. And after that, every year we're growing. The